Day one, or episode two, of Soulful and Magnetic TV show. I'm your host, Tiffany Cano, and we have an incredible lineup of healers who are here today and tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Pacific or 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So stay tuned for our incredible healing and experiential, kinesthetic, super fun show.
Soulful and Magnetic, hosted by Tiffany Cano. Prosperity by design, RSVP for free
Welcome, welcome. Oh, I'm so excited for this incredible show. I have been facilitating healing for, 40 years now. I started when I was 8 years old getting paid for it. Seeing clairvoyantly, healing, and I've been trained in lots and lots of different modalities. So if you want to play with us all day long, 3 hours today, 3 hours tomorrow, then come participate live. Put in the chat your comments, your feedback. If you want some laser coaching from me, type it in the chat. And I can tune in clairvoyantly even when you're not in the same room with me. Okay? So this is going to be a really, really fun day. And I have lots and lots of gifts for you too. So let me show you how you access those. When you go to Soulful and Magnetic, you can RSVP for free and get access to these gifts. So when you go to this page here, after you opt in, you can see all of the gifts. So we've got gifts from Anne and Antonia and Greg and Catalina and Dr. Cynthia and Jeremy McDonald and Maury and Sherry and Tanya. And then I even gifted you some bonus ones from episode 1 speakers with Art and Jill and Morgan and Shiraz and Susie. And you get access to my WhatsApp group as well. So absolutely come and RSVP at this soulfulandmagnetic.com so that you can get all the gifts, all the fun, all the love. Let's go ahead and start off with just a nice grounding breath, being aware of your body, breathing into your heart and your heart chakra. So take a nice deep breath in. Beautiful. And let's go ahead and start off with a prayer or an intention if that's more your style. And you can pray in whatever way you like. And here's the way I like to do it for me. So with being aware of your heart, thank you, God, Divine Mother, Divine Father, all the great, great ones, spiritual teachers, spiritual elders, angels, saints, helpers, and guides. Thank you, thank you, thank you for miraculous, merciful, instantaneous healing. Thank you for guiding us. May we be thy instrument. Thank you for blessing everybody who's watching live and in the recordings. Thank you for blessing all of our technology to work properly. Thank you for just enveloping us with so much love and comfort and safety as we dive deep and allow for healing on multiple levels: spiritual healing, mental healing, emotional healing, physical healing, prosperity healing, healing for our relationships, healing for humanity and our beautiful planet. Thank you, God. Amen. All right. So, with that in mind, what other intentions can support you while we go through today and tomorrow for Soulful and Magnetic? I would say letting yourself be open and receptive. No, open and receptive to new ideas, to new concepts, open and receptive to healing yourself. We're just facilitators of healing. You actually are the one that heals yourself, right? So you can grant yourself permission to go deeper than you've ever allowed yourself to go until now. And then even if there's a subject or an illumination that you're like, yeah, I'm aware of that. I've been working on it for like 10 years already, but you haven't quite healed it at its root, at its core. Well, then this is the perfect place to be, because I love facilitating core wound healings, which is typically things like not feeling loved, not feeling safe, seen, heard, understood, belong, worthy, deserving, right? Those get in the way of everything: your money, your health, your relationships, your spiritual connection. So when we can dive deep and go to the root cause and heal and transmute that, it's magical. Everything becomes possible. Your greatest dreams and wishes, your ability to manifest what you want with ease, it just is easy. Easy. So set that intention right now that you are super safe, you are brave, and you are diving deep today and tomorrow. Do you know, in a lot of the spiritual teachings, they talk about, hey, we have to be fearless, right? Fearlessness is actually the first soul quality in the Bhagavad Gita. Of the 26 soul qualities that it's talked about in chapter 16. Fearlessness is number one, because we have to be brave to see things within ourselves that could use a little upgrade, and be brave to heal old wounds, old traumas. Be brave to see those shadowy parts of us that haven't yet been healed. But this is a safe place to do it. So I've personally hand selected all of the speakers that are going to be here today and tomorrow. Everyone's going to be facilitating some form of healing for you. And I'm really, really excited. Let's start off with what I call a crossover balance. This is a neuroscience technique from Summit Transformation. So get out a pen and paper if you don't have one. And by the way, no driving or operating heavy machinery while you're in the show, because literally there's going to be guided meditations and you can't keep your eyes closed for that, right? You need to be able to be present. So sit or lay down and just be in a nice, open and receptive space. Now, for your intention or a positive goal statement that you're going to write down, and you can also write it in the comment section and I will muscle test it for you and see what like if this would be a good goal for you. So for example, if you have a money goal, maybe it's I easily receive fill in the blank, like X number of dollars or more rapidly and properly. If it's a health goal, maybe it's my body is super healthy and full of vitality, or I sleep really well at night, just for an example. If you're looking for more of a spiritual goal, maybe it's I'm connected and one with the divine, or I have clarity and discernment about my intuition. Okay? And then when you allow for your mind to get aligned with this goal, which we're going to do a kinesthetic process here in just a moment, it helps you to more easily manifest that. So, whatever your goal is, you're welcome to write it in the chat. And then, what I'm going to guide you to do is cross your arms at your chest like this. Close your eyes for a moment, feet flat on the floor. Mentally, silently repeat your goal statement in your mind over and over for the next 30 to 60 seconds. Good. Keep breathing, repeating it. Now uncross and recross so the other arm is on top. Continue mentally, silently repeating that goal statement in your mind. Okay. Now put your hands in front of you like this and start tapping your fingertips together. Eyes closed and mentally repeating your same goal statement. No more tap, just touch. Continue to repeat the goal statement. Good. You can relax your hands. If you have water, take a sip of water. Okay, I'm going to muscle test. Now, I'm testing, and when I test for the group, your goals now test strong where before they were weak because you weren't fully in alignment with it. One final thing on this one, select an action that you plan to do to anchor in this goal more firmly. If it was a money goal, maybe it's, sending out a resume, making some sales calls, posting some marketing stuff on social media or an email. Okay. Write down your action step, add it to your calendar with a reminder, and get her done. Okay. Because we got to do the inner work plus the outer work. So good job. High 10. All right. So now we are shifting gears so that I can bring on my first speaker. Okay, we have Jeremy McDonald here. Go ahead.
I've been
Jeremy.
waiting for a drum roll all of my life. You just totally checked off one of my boxes.
See, wish granted. I am a wish granter. What can I say? I have like my little wand even to grant wishes. So put your wishes in the show.
People are down there,
Like
but
in
I have
your comments.
golden pom poms down here by the desk, so I just can't reach down that far to get
I
them.
can't
Otherwise,
see. Yeah, my okay, finally. I couldn't get my wand to turn off. Oh darn. The first world problems. Okay, and we also have some comments from the UK. So this is a global show, right? This is a global show. We have people watching from all over. Now, Jeremy is a friend of mine. He's a healer. He is also in charge of the Los Angeles Tribune Speakers Inner Circle, which I'm a part of. And, you know, he's been a quantum healer and soul guide for like 25 years. And he's going to be facilitating us in awakening to your inner knowing and helping you to like get your intuition aligned. So, Jeremy, how do we awaken to our inner knowing?
well, thank you so much for having me here, first of all. And yeah, let's talk about that because there's an inner knowing in all of us. There's our soul that connects us, and our human body connects us from matter to spirit. And this is something I've been studying a lot recently, going back to the ancient mystics and what they talked about. And one of the things they said is that we have everything within us that we need in order to be who we want to be, because you already are that. And so what's very interesting about that is when we talk about awakening to our inner knowing, you know, people will watch us here on the screen as healer or as intuitive or as coaches and think that we have something that they don't have. But the truth is that they have everything that we have and more. And why that is true is because our soul is connected to such a vast field of consciousness that connects us. And so when I'm talking about looking out, yeah, there is a bad echo. Do you hear that? Or
Yeah, there is an echo.
let me see if I can go into this. It's really feeding back on me. I got the echo cancellation on. How about the
Maybe
auto?
try with
What if when I take off the
keep talking.
testing? No, that
It helped. I think it helped.
you did. It did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. For you guys too,
We'll do this.
yeah, go ahead and give us like a thumbs up or a thumbs down in the comments, and we'll know if it worked or not. Okay, so Jeremy, we're talking about awakening to our inner knowing. Tell us more.
Well, what we'll just say is that booming of the energy out in the cosmos. That's what it was. So, yeah. But hey, the reality is your soul is connected to this huge wave of consciousness, or uh, you know, connected. We call it oneness or the Holy Spirit. And so the reason why I'm bringing this up is I'm talking about. Last night I was reading about the story about Ra and Sekhmet. And one of the things in the spiritual world is we talk a lot about blocks. Now, I'm not saying that as healers we don't clear blocks, but what the blocks are is the judgment that says that you're not something that you truly are, and your very essence of your soul. And so when we're awakening to an inner knowing and really understanding that our soul is such a huge connection, and when we open
Sorry,
up,
Jeremy, your still sound is going in and out and echoing.
I don't know what it is. I've tried every setting.
Oh, it was, you know, what's funny, universe is playing little tricks on us because literally before we went live, everything was working just fine. So,
How about this? I take the AI noise reduction off.
and then it's really horrible sounding. Maybe remove the gain, keep the AI sound, but remove the gain. And keep talking so we can test it.
Right, can you hear that? How's that?
So far, so good.
What if we took the echo cancellation off? How's that?
Okay, keep going.
Does that work?
Oh, it echoes now
Test.
for me. Darn it.
What about for the audience? Test,
Audience,
test.
put in your comments in the chat so we know. Okay, keep going, Jeremy.
All
We're a
right.
live show.
Well, we're a live show with echo cancellation and everything, and we're just gonna roll with it. So what I'm really getting at here is what we have to do is change our mindset to we already are more than we already think we are. It's our the blocks are our judgments about who we think we are, because where have we been given that? We've been given that by other people's experiences. So my experience is different than Tiffany's. My experience is different than the other speakers here today. And that's because even though my soul is connected to this greater consciousness, the physical matter is having a different experience from the people around it, or from the people I work with and interact with. And oftentimes, yes, when we align with other people's messages and it resonates with our soul, and we can feel that. Sorry, give me Tiffany's trying to take over my screen here. So when we can feel that energy of our soul, and what I want to do is everybody just kind of sit, and I want you to just take a second. You can either close your eyes or leave them open, but I want you to just breathe, and you're going to breathe in through your nose and take a deep breath in, and you're going to exhale out. But most importantly, while you're taking those deep breaths in, what I want you to do is I want you to open your heart. Like how you do that is you start loving your heart. You start loving your body. You start loving your existence. You start loving how you feel about yourself. All those things that you judge, all those things that you say you can't do, I want you to just love them and say, things will happen exactly in the time that will happen in a divine timing and divine order. And why is that super important? Because as you use the essence of love, this is not new topics for everybody, but I want you to feel this. I want you to feel your energy and the love. It expands your electromagnetic field, it expands your energy. And oftentimes we're getting too much in our brain and our head. So, yes, Tiffany. Okay. You were smiling at me like you were gonna. So, I want you to feel that energy, and I want you to feel it open up. So I want you to feel Tiffany's smile and all of her energy and my heart energy. And just when I came on the stage, I could feel everybody's heart energy. So I want you to really feel that, because what opens you up to your soul from the physical matter to the soul is how well you accept and love all aspects of you and all the multiverse and all the energy of who you are, past lives, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't really matter. You're loving it all. So open your heart up and really open it up. And what you're doing is I want you to say inside in your study yourself, I want you to say, I let my soul take over. I let the essence of who I am at a higher aspect, in a higher dimension, take over. And what are you saying to your life? You're saying, I want all aspects of me at the higher realms to take over, because that story of Ra and Sekhmet, what that was really about is our loss of our connection to our higher self, our higher aspects of ourselves. And when we open our hearts up to our higher aspects, we do have an inner knowing. We have a knowingness that expands our life. And then so what ends up happening is then you'll know what you need to do. You'll know what you need to say. You'll know how you need to act on things. You'll know where to be and how to be there. And we get really caught up in making mistakes. We get really caught up in doing the wrong thing. And if we're down here to experience, then we open our hearts up, we allow that part to guide us. So, what is your body, your physical body? It is your GPS system, it is your God placement system. It helps you guide you in this life and take you into new awareness and new experiences. And so, what is one of the things that we do? Keep on opening your heart up. Just keep on opening that up, because one of the things we do is when we experience something that sucks or doesn't feel good, we automatically judge it and think we did something wrong. You might have done something perfect, because The universe and the divine takes us on a journey sometimes to shake things apart. So that story of Sekhmet, what did she do? She went to destroy humanity. But the opposition of her is Hathor, the same entity. Hathor is about love and compassion and joy in life. So, what is that telling us? It's the balance between the yin and the yang. And it's saying that sometimes we have to go down paths that don't feel very good because what does it do? It shakes apart, shakes the tree and gets the fruits on there that no longer serve us. And it starts to take things that are no longer of our highest and best good and lets go of it so we can now experience ourselves at our new level of understanding. Oftentimes, we change as beings, as humans, and then we still try to operate from the old identity that we used to have, the old person that we used to have, or we used to be. And why is that important to understand? Because then we try to hold on to relationships that no longer work for us, but we've changed as individuals. And that prevents us from manifesting or growing a life that we're all looking for. And so when we operate from our inner knowing, it tells us, hey, we can love somebody, we can also let them go. Or we can express ourselves and say the dynamics of our relationship has changed, or the dynamics of who I am has changed, and this is who I am now. And you're asking people to recognize us at that level. So sometimes we have to clear away the old in order to bring in the new. And this is what this story is telling us because we often operate and still try to be at this old person, operate from that person you were at 25 or at 20 or at 30 or whatever age you are now. And you're trying to operate from somebody that is no longer you. That's a part of the past. I was pondering today that, I'm now 52 years old, and I was thinking about most of the people that were in my life from all the way up until about 30. They're no longer here with us. They're here in spirit, but they're no longer here with us. And who I've become now at the age of 52. And why I'm stressing that story to you, because I want you to understand, and we all know this, that our life changes. But what we don't fully understand is that we hold on to the past, and then we're also too far into the future. And we all know this. We're all in the now of the moment. We live in the now of the moment. And yes, we say this is hard, but I just was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and she's a expert in artificial intelligence. And she asked her Claude AI, she said, why is it you never talk about dates or you never talk about things in time? And Claude responded back and said, because I'm programmed to only operate in the now of the moment. And what's happening, it didn't say in this in this exact words, but it tells us that even at an artificial intelligence level, it doesn't have that concept of past and future. So what does that tell us as spiritual beings? That when we live in the now of the moment, when we're living here in the present, we automatically detach ourselves from the bonds of what's going on and allow ourselves to flow with that universal consciousness, that Holy Spirit, or whatever you want to refer to it as. And so I want you to now, as we're still opening up our heart, I want you to drop down into yourself and I want you to take another deep breath in. And we've now asked the soul to take over in our lives going forward and living in the now of the moment. I want you to really feel the presence of your soul, almost like a river of gold flowing down from the heavens. And it starts to wash away everything that is no longer serving you. And the Egyptians called this the river of gold. It is the essence of the Holy Spirit that flows through you. And it starts opening up all parts of your body that feel tension or anxiety or anything that prevents you from experiencing this fullness or this wholeness of spirit flowing through you. And I want you to feel that river of gold now just kind of going all the way down and opening your heart up even more to where you expand your consciousness outward and your field gets even bigger, touching everybody around you and in your country, wherever you are, and touching the entire world. Because you are, at an essence of spirit, connected to everybody in this world. So I want you to let that open up and I want you to feel the love for all aspects and all beings and all energy within this world. And I want you to feel that love flowing back to you. And as you're experiencing that river of gold, it continues to flow down past all the way past your heart, down into your stomach, and opening up that stomach, washing away all those things that you've stuffed down in your stomach that you couldn't face out in the world. want you to just feel them washing away and going all the way down into the earth. And experiencing Mother Earth will take that energy and she'll recycle it and put it back out because, after all, energy doesn't die, it just transforms its state of being. And I want you to feel that river of gold washing all the way down past your knees and all the way down into the ground. And that energy gets all the way down into the core of the earth, grounding you into the earth and just holding the matter that is you, your physical self, here. And you feel that energy of Mother Earth, her love just comes all the way back up through your feet and all the way back up past your head. And it joins this river of gold where it's flowing between the heavens and the earth. But it meets like a figure eight in your heart. And I want you to feel that figure eight in your heart, and it's now regenerating and rejuvenating your body. Feeling that heart energy really expanding because now you're being given source energy as like it is with photosynthesis. We're getting energy from the sun god Ra, or the god that is in the Hebrews. And we're feeling that energy now washing down through your head and all the way through your body. And you're rooted, getting all the nourishment you need from Mother Earth, and it joins in the heart. You are now whole. I want you to take a deep breath in. Take it all the way in, 4 seconds. Hold it for 4 seconds. And let it all out. And I want you to say inside of yourself, I want you to say, I am all that I would desire to be. And I want it divinely given, in divine timing, in divine order. And most importantly, I want you to say, make it easy. I'm sure all of you are tired of having it be hard. Make it easy and allow your inner knowing to guide you throughout your life. Allow it to tell you what to say, what to do. Allow it to guide you and tell you where you need to be, because you are that. That's you guiding you. It's not separate from you. It's not another person or another being. It is you. And when you allow that inner knowing, that essence of your soul to come through and allow you to be a part of it and flow with it, then you empower yourself to live a life of fulfillment and happiness and faith and understanding and knowing. And that is where your abundance truly comes in. That's when all the other things that you think of in this material world start dropping in your lap. Because then you can start sending intentions saying, I'd love to do that. And somehow the means will come in. And so I want everybody to count of 3 to come back in, but you be fully awakened and allow yourself to be a part of this at all times. And bring you back from 1. Take a deep breath in and wash it all away and open yourself up. 2, grounding yourself back in your body. 3, you're wide awake, but you're still in this presence, still living in the now of the moment. And you're experiencing the rest of this great event that Tiffany's put on. And much love, everybody.
Thank you so much, Jeremy.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Will you please tell us about your gifts?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I give 2 very powerful gifts. One is the free gift that is a full course on how I built a psychic and healer business. And it tells you all my tips and trades that I've done over the past, 25 years. And the second one is a VIP gift, which is a part of the VIP that Tiffany's actually a part of. And in that there is it's basically a whole weekend. So it's like, wow, Tiffany, it's probably like 25 hours of content. But Marie Diamond is speaking in there, Joe Monkman, Tiffany is one of the speakers. So there's 25 speakers that you'll all have access to. And I'm giving that away as a free gift. So, or part of the VIP gift. So
Thank you. That's wonderful.
yeah. Yeah, it should be good.
Well, share some love with Jeremy.
Thank you.
Have
so
a
much for having me.
beautiful rest of your day, Jeremy.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so we continue on. Wasn't that a wonderful way to just kind of get into your spiritual yumminess? And for those of you who are newer to working with me, in case, this is just totally brand new, you've never heard of me before, I've been healing for about 40 years now. And I've been teaching transformation workshops for the last 30. I'm in 3 upcoming transformation movie documentaries. And I'm going to play you a trailer from one of them that's coming out. So I'll circle back to that. We have Pillars of Power, Discovering the Hidden Secrets Behind Achieving Greatness. That one is going to be out in AMC theaters. Yeah, in the actual theater starting next month, which is super exciting. Do you know that it's been since about 20 years since The Secret movie came out, and that was the last one to have a major theatrical debut in the for a transformation movie. Usually they just put it on streaming platforms right away, but we're going out into the theaters. We have a global movie tour that is happening. So in the US, it'll be like West Coast, Midwest, East Coast. We have multiple places in Asia and Europe as well. So if you are wanting me to come to your city, then plan a call with me, callwithtiffany.com, and look for the part on that page that talks about the movie tour. And let's see how I can support you and come to your area. Maybe it's for an actual in-person VIP half day, or teaching a workshop or a retreat, or co-facilitating something. So we can continue to play together. And then later this year, beginning of next year, I have 2 more transformation documentaries coming out. Rise of the Lioness, The Power of Feminine Leadership. The Pillars of Power and Rise of the Lioness are LA Tribune Productions. So big shout out to Mo Rock and Donna Campbell and all of my movie peeps. A few of them will be here on the show as well. And then the third movie is Frequency of Miracles. Don't you just love that name? I'm like, I love frequency. Healing and frequency is just like magical to me. And then you added miracles. And then I have 3 TV shows of my own. Love Seen Heard TV. This one, Soulful and Magnetic. And then I have a new baby that is in pre-production. Like we're still working out, when to film this, but it's going to be called Sacred Soul TV. When your soul says yes. So these are lots of fun ways to engage in conscious content and opening up your heart, your mind, your soul for something greater than what you currently are living in. I love being able to see and heal what's in people's blind spots. You are absolutely welcome to ask me what is in your blind spot. Like if there's a particular area in your life that you want me to focus on, put it in the chat. And as I have time throughout the next day, today and tomorrow, I'll go ahead and share and do a little mini clairvoyant reading for you, okay? And then use it to help with teaching in addition to that. Okay, let's see. So we've got some movers and shakers that I can sense that you want to have some breakthroughs, like you've been doing some work. And some of what is getting in the way when I just tune into the audience who's watching now and, over time as this becomes, on demand, it would be letting go of I'm not worthy. Letting go of I don't believe that I can do it. Those are the first two things that are coming up. So I want you to take one deep breath into your heart, put the other hand on your navel, and just take a deep breath. Inhaling in healing, exhaling out all that no longer serves. Letting go of any unworthiness, undeservingness, because you absolutely deserve it. Absolutely. And you deserve prosperity and abundance. So while I'm playing this song coming up, I'm going to start doing some healing on you. It's a fun song, so go ahead and allow for that old energy, subconscious blocks to come up and out, okay?
Worthy of prosperity. Worthy of prosperity.
Let go.
Worthy of prosperity. Worthy of prosperity. Yes, I am worthy of prosperity.
Empty out old wounds,
I am worthy
self-limiting beliefs,
of prosperity.
any negative imprints, negative family legacy stuff getting in the way of worthiness.
Worthy of prosperity. I am worthy of prosperity. I am worthy of prosperity. I am worthy of prosperity. Yes, I am worthy of prosperity.
This I am worthy wound is also affecting your health and relationships. Let go. I see blocks in your solar plexus around your belly, in the front and back, and around your tailbone. Let go.
Worthy of prosperity. Worthy of prosperity. Worthy of prosperity. Worthy of prosperity.
Good. Do you feel a little lighter, a little more space? Go ahead and type yes in the chat. My favorite is YE $. Yes. Okay, so if you're curious what I'm doing now, this is called pranic healing. It's one of the many, many modalities that I've been trained in. I've probably spent, over $500,000 in training to hone and refine my skills as a healer and also as a conscious business owner. And the more we invest in ourselves, the faster and easier the upgrades are. And then the more I can help and contribute to others. Okay, letting go, letting go, letting go. Good, good. We've got some yeses in the chat. Yay. Good. Okay. All right. Now, next thing I want to show you is some stuff that I see clairvoyantly that isn't always easy to describe. So I made some visuals and to try to help you, okay? So I'm going to let this go for now. Push this off to the side and I'm going to show you a few visuals here. Okay, so first I'm going to show you energetically what a dirty aura can look like. So there's energies of, stress, shame, unworthiness, feeling unloved or unheard or don't belong. And these energies, I'll show you one more time, like they look like these negative thought forms and negative energies within your aura and within your chakras. And they can affect how you think, how you feel, and how effective you are with manifesting your goals. Now, the cleaner your aura is, the more it looks like this, where there's joy and happiness and love and bliss and kindness, and it's easy to manifest, or at least easier to manifest what you want. Okay, so take a deep breath. And what I sense is there's kind of a combo, right? So you have a little bit of both, right? Some old negative stuff and some positive. Because we're conscious human beings, right? So we're on this path of enlightenment. And until we get to enlightenment, there's probably going to be a little old stuff that needs to come up and out, right? Well, now's the time. Let's use today and tomorrow wisely. And let's also specifically make some space and clear out some negative energies that's blocking abundance, shall we? So here's a couple of things that can block abundance. If there's energies of unworthiness, not good enough, can't afford, it literally blocks those good energies of money and flow and prosperity and abundance from coming in. Like it hits your aura and then it can't come in any further. So we want to shed that, right? We want to let that go. Because when it's nice and clean and bright and shiny, then energy can come in, right? It can come in and let yourself receive that abundance when there's positive receptor sites, positive beliefs about money. Okay, so why don't we just shed some more of those negative things that are no longer serving? Okay. Thank you, God. I'm super devotional. I wouldn't say I'm religious. I'd say I'm spiritual. And in whatever is your spiritual beliefs, I honor that and let yourself just empty out in the ways that no longer serve and receive in the ways that resonate with you. Okay. So I'm going to do a few more prayers. Thank you, God, for miraculous, merciful, instantaneous healing. Cleanse and purify their auras. Cleanse and purify all negative energies that are blocking money. Thank you. Now take a look at this picture. This is an example of the basic chakra at your tailbone. So it has energies like people won't accept me if I'm worthy, or nothing good ever happens to me, or I don't deserve abundance, or I can't do it, or rich people abuse power, or whatever is your beliefs that are blocking you from abundance. If you have any resistance to money, money's not going to come. If you have judgments and criticisms about people who have wealth, whether or not they use it properly, if you have judgments and criticisms, that can also put on the brakes to money coming into you. So let go of any judgments, criticisms, resistance to money, resistance to being wealthy, being rich. Let go of judgments and criticisms of people who do have abundance. Letting go, letting go, letting go. Good. And now make space for a clean, healthy basic chakra at your tailbone. So if you look on the screen, there's energies like, I love money and money loves me. I'm abundant. I have plenty. I spend money wisely. The more I have, the more I can be generous. These are all healthy beliefs about money. Okay? Now, from a spiritual standpoint, the more money you let in, the more you can give, the more you can be philanthropic, the more generous you can be. In my early 20s, I was a part of starting a nonprofit that would feed the homeless. And every week, on my assigned day, I would go and I'd feed the homeless. And then even a few years later, after I no longer was on the board for that nonprofit, I still continued to feed the homeless. I would get sandwich bags, little paper bags, fill it up with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, a piece of fruit, a bottle of water, some napkins, maybe some socks or toothpaste, toothbrush, and, make up little lunch bags, and I'd pass them out to the homeless. Or I'd, pull up alongside of a shelter or a park or area where I know they kind of gather, and then just pass them out, right? And do you know what that does? When you give of money, especially when you need it, like if you want to be more abundant, give money, because the universe will give it back to you. There's a universal law that says, what I give, so shall I receive. So when you give money, what happens is your money space expands. You get bigger. Your energy and your money space grows. Your basic chakra, which is your money maker chakra, grows, and it gets stronger and bigger and healthier. So if you need more money, immediately make a tithe, do an online donation, even, today. Could be $1. It doesn't matter what amount, but give money. And ideally give it to, people and organizations that you resonate with, and starting with people and organizations that you're more karmically indebted to, for example, like my spiritual teacher, your parents, your college that you went to. If you need housing, give to Habitat for Humanity. If you need help with paying off your student loans, give to your college where they can apply those funds towards a scholarship for somebody. If you need health, give to your local hospital. Or if there's a specific ailment that you have, like let's say breast cancer, tied to a breast cancer society. And that will automatically help you to then have the funds for whatever bills and expenses that you may have. So it helps you to expand your money space. Does that make sense? Put yes in the chat if that makes sense. Okay. My body is super healthy and full of vitality. I'm worthy of my loving marriage and family. I'm releasing all anxiety and fear. Good job. Yes, yes, yes. This whole time, today and tomorrow, keep letting go of the old and embracing healthy upgrades. All right, Carmen. Yes. $, yes. We've got more $, yeses. Good job. I love my little ka-ching button. One of my students gave it to me because I've always had this like easy button, right? And then when she saw this ka-ching button, she's like, "Oh, Tiffany has to have this." So I got a little surprise gift. Oh, see, being generous has some perks, right? So because I give a lot, I also get to receive a lot. Now, when you are wanting to receive, you got to let go of whatever those subconscious guards, walls, and shields are that may be blocking the flow. So if this is you as a cute little, there we go, Pegasus unicorn, and blessings are pouring into you, right? From whatever direction, you have to be willing to receive it, to let it in. Let it in. The cleaner your aura is, the easier it is to let it in. When there's those negative imprints, old wounds, unhealed traumas, or subconscious guards, walls, and shields, it actually blocks the flow, or at least partially. So maybe you let in some, but not like the whole amount. Okay. So I really want you to like let in as much as possible. So I'm going to do a little prosperity blessing for you. You ready? Let it in.
Abundant and free. I am abundant and free.
Let it in.
I am abundant and free. 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 I am abundant and free.
Good.
Abundant and free. I am abundant and free. I am abundant and free. I am abundant and free.
Yay. You're letting it in more than you were before.
Abundant and free.
Good job.
I am abundant and free.
Good job. Okay. Now, I always get this question, so I'm just going to preemptively tell you. All my awesome songs I made with the help of AI. Go to tiffany'shappysongs.com and you can get access to a bunch of my music. It's all uplifting, positive. I put in healing frequencies in them, plus like healing blessings in them. So that's where you can get it in case you're curious. Okay. How are you feeling? Let's get a few comments in the chat, shall we? Good. Way to open up. Okay. While you're making those comments, I'm going to give a little show and tell. So, if this represents you and like the group here, show me their money space before class. Show me their money space now. Like it's actually like not, it's bigger than this screen. It's that big now. And we've only been doing this for 1 hour. Only 1 hour. And it's outside the screen. How cool is that? Huh? Oh, thank you, Marvette. I'm happy that you're here. Okay. So let's take another deep breath, anchor it in. So be aware of your feet and energetic roots, down, 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 and ground. Let yourself get really grounded. Good. Ground, ground, ground. There you go.
The more I ground, the more protected I feel.
Good. The more I ground, the more I ground, the more protected I feel. Good job. Good job. Yes, the more you ground, the safer you'll feel, the easier to open up to blessings and manifest them. Yeah, all that comes when you're really, really grounded. Now, there's one more thing that I want to show you before we go to the next person. So let me unmute this. Okay. I want to play this commercial for Pillars of Power. If we're carrying anger, can you hear it? Frustration, bitterness, and resentment, it can close down our heart, close down our crown chakra. And so we're not being able to receive those blessings, the wisdom, the spiritual connection in a bigger way. And so as I forgive, my heart opens, my crown opens, my aura gets bigger, brighter, cleaner, which gives me more capacities for success, for money, for love, for joy. Yes, this is the movie that I mentioned earlier that's going to be out in AMC theaters, which is so awesome. Like super duper awesome. And when I had this vision before I filmed this movie that it had the possibility of being in theaters, and now it is. So it's a limited number of theaters with AMC, but it's all over the US. How cool. And if it does well, then I'm sure they'll extend it or add more theaters. So when you notice it in your area, go to the movies, watch it there, help us out. When I know what the movie tour schedule will be, I will fill you in. You'll be getting a bunch of like emails and social media posts about it. Okay. All right. Well, it is time for me to bring in the next speaker. Catalina, though, are you here? Because I don't see your face. So please come to the screen. Meanwhile, Carmen, so happy for you and everyone. Thank you. Do you know that we have Jack Canfield, Lisa Nichols, Dr. Joe Vitale, John Assaraf, Marie Diamond, Sharon Lecter, Dr. John DeMartini, Dom Doria Cordova, Ken Honda, Barry Goldstein. Like, these are some of the movers and shakers, you know, from our industry, like A-listers from our industry that are in this movie and my upcoming movies. So it looks like we have Catalina here. Hi, welcome. I can't hear you though. So come unmute yourself. And while you're doing that, let me tell you a little bit about her, okay? So she serves high achieving women who are successful on paper, but feel frustrated or anxious about their money. And, you know, she helps them understand what's really driving their financial decisions so they can move from confusion to clarity and from pressure to peace. Yes. So she's going to combine some strategies. She's going to guide you through an experience today as well. And then you can get the mental part of building wealth plus the energetic parts. Catalina, are you able to chat now? Nope. Do not hear you yet. Nope. Okay, well, when you've got that figured out, talk and let me know. Meanwhile, when you allow for your analytical mind on the physical or financial strategies and planning, and you also combine that with intuition and guidance, because we have a brain, we should use it. So it's okay to strategize, but it's also good to listen to our soul's wisdom, our soul's yes. Our soul saying, okay, this would be a good investment for you. This would be a wise financial decision. And then do so. Catalina, you'll probably need to be talking while you're testing because one of the settings will work. Okay. So what is it that you can do to open up to getting both sides of your brain open, like that creative side, the analytical side, the intuitive, all open?
Oh,
There you go. You're here.
hello. You can hear me.
I can hear you.
Oh my goodness, that was quite a challenge on live video.
Well, such is life.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're so welcome. So tell us about what had you get started in this type of work?
That is an amazing question that I never want to forget. I serve professionals who look great on paper and yet struggle internally with their money situation. I was her. I was in leadership. I've done corporate leadership, nonprofit leadership, and I always thought I had it together because I could afford my bills. And then there was this one month where I had to tell my girls that what we had was what we had until payday, meaning what was in the refrigerator and the freezer is what we will eat this week. And the gas in the car is what is going to get us where we need to go, but there's not room for extras. That was very surprising for me, and I really got serious and wanted to find my money leaks. It didn't make sense to me. So I really did a lot of work, got really intentional and became really aware and clear on where my money was going and why it didn't last through the month. And when
Is that when you started to learn about how you can be your own financial advisor?
Correct. I'm not a financial advisor. I am a money coach, but
Okay.
I was, yes, advising my own money. Became aware and took hold to guide and direct my own money rather than it directing me. Right?
Mhm.
So I took hold, and once I figured out what was going on, I wanted to shout it from the mountaintop. I wanted everybody to have access to the idea that we don't need to live in that bondage. And that is really how my money coaching got started. It was from my own healing journey.
Beautiful. And in what ways do you help the upgrades, the internal and external upgrades with money?
So much of what I've heard here, it's amazing. All of this just is in such alignment today, and it's our beliefs, it's our childhood wiring, the stories that we created that may or may not have validity. I help my clients figure that out. Where did their money thoughts and story actually start? And how is that or not serving them today? So we really take it back and then move forward and see where that gap is between where they are, where they want to be. And we're really looking at untangling a lot of that wiring that is seemingly hardwired in. And yet it's we created it. We can guide and direct it to be different. So that is a lot of the work. It is a lot of the work. But there's also the systems things, right? We're going to look at your numbers and see, are you making enough to get through the month, or are there leaks that we can find? So there's a lot of systems work, but a lot of it is the internal identification.
When you say money leaks, I see money leaks like in the aura, like literally holes, tears, cracks in the aura and in the chakras, particularly the basic chakra that we were talking about, 20 minutes ago. There's literal energetic leaks that can happen. And so it's like, even if money's coming in, it just goes right out. But then when you say leaks, are you also looking at it from that analytical point? Like, hey, you've got, some unneeded subscriptions here, or, physically looking at where's the leaks.
And it's all of that, right? It's because as you describe it, there's literal holes kind of sucking up and draining out. And it's a form of, as you were describing that, I saw a self-sabotage, a form of self-sabotage that we many times don't recognize that we are the culprit. And so when you really do that, and the analytical, taking a really close look at what do I need today, and maybe there's some wants that do get to stay, because I do help clients to be able to continue to go on vacation and get out of debt. It's not all one or the other, but it's finding that balance that works really well for them. And in that sense, then we start plugging the leaks that we do not want. Some of what someone may view as a leak may not be a leak to somebody else. And that's okay.
Mm-hmm. What do you find helps people to get more clarity about their money? Because money is one of those things that can cause such fear, desperation, fighting amongst couples. Like money, sex, and kids are like the top three for, causing conflict, right? Within a family. How do you
Yes.
help people to get more clarity to even know where to begin and clarity on how to improve their financial situation?
Right. And a lot of that is getting really still and quiet with yourself and being honest with yourself. And a lot of times it's going to be facing some things that maybe don't feel so good. But be willing to do that. Money is very emotional, as you just described it. It is one of the things that can grip us. Or when we get right with it, it's one of the things that can free us and open up many more opportunities and allow us to level up in ways. But it is doing that internal work, and it's soul searching. And I help clients to be able to do that in a safe, non-judgmental way, and where we are also looking at the facts. And we're looking at really what are the habits, beliefs, or fears that may be holding you hostage. So it's just a big combination.
Right. And I know that you have an experience for us that's going to be about, creating more financial clarity and empowerment. Is now a good time to guide us through that?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Who wants more freedom and peace with their finances? You want to go ahead and say, give us a yes in the comments if that's you, if it's something that you feel like is holding you back in some area. And as we've heard on this show, money affects many areas. And if you're looking to get a job that pays more, Tiffany said a great action is filling out a resume, making some calls, getting out there, putting yourself out there in that way. So we want to start to really identify what it is for me, right? What is it that you want? And what is it that you feel may be holding you back? So we're going to just walk through a little exercise. And as I mentioned earlier, that for me, I had to go through my own healing journey. And then now working with clients for over 5 years now, I've been working with one-on-one clients as well as group sessions and such. And one of the things that I've really learned is that our money stress is rarely caused by an income problem. I want you to grab the first thought that came up when I said that. For you, whatever it was, you can drop it in the chat. You can jot it down on a note, give yourself a voice message, but I want you to take hold of that thought. We want to take that thought captive because that is where the work starts. Because something will bubble up for you when you think about my money stress is not right. It's kind of helpful to think, well, I want to, I want more money because it'll cause me to do whatever it is, right? Pay off the debt, buy a house, build my retirement home, whatever it is for you. And it's easy to say more money will solve the problem. But the problem isn't not the income. It is what is going on inside of you. And we want to help to release that. So this is what I want you to do. I want you to go ahead and think about your childhood story, what it was that you saw, heard, that may have made an impact on you. And it could have been maybe all of your friends were running to the ice cream truck, but you couldn't go because parents didn't have any money to give you, or you wanted a new pair of shoes and you couldn't have those shoes until back to school because that was when you got your shoes. Or maybe your home was so abundant that the answer was never no. And you formed a money belief around that. And whatever that is, I want you to do your best to find that voice inside of you. And we want to guide that to a different place. What I would like you to do is just really take a moment and think, where do I want to be in 3 to 5 years from now? What would that look like for me? Would it be debt free? Would my student loans be gone? Been carrying them around like a backpack? What is that for you? And would you have paid your house off? Would you have bought a home? Whatever it is, I want you 3 to 5 years from now, where would you like to be? And I want you to take hold of that. And I want you to really start to picture, what would that future look if there were no resistance? Whatever those resistance thoughts were, you've already maybe identified one. And is it a thought that you like? Is it a resistance or a fear that has any fact to it? Are you living in scarcity when you don't need to? Because there's enough money for you. You already could be abundant, but inside you, you're gripped. What is that for you? What is there overwhelm? Is there fear? Is there doubt? Because this is exactly where we start to look deeper inside. And when you can get really honest, and sometimes it's very uncomfortable, and I recognize that. I recognize that. And that's okay. This is your space. This is your space to be honest with yourself and recognize that you deserve more. You are worthy of more. 3 to 5 years. Saving for a vehicle. That I love that. I love that. And yes, put it in the comments. Let us know what yours is. I want you to know you're not alone. You're not alone. Our society has been selling buy now, pay later all of my life. And I'll tell you, that's a long time. And we've bought into that. So I want you to know that there is hope for you, and you continue on that path of saving and getting right, and reach out to me. One of my free gifts is a chat with me. And so go ahead and take advantage of that. I would love to meet with you and love to be able to move you in a way that takes you even further. So I want you to see, like, what is the obstacle? Let's start removing it, because that's where awareness comes in. We become aware of whatever that thought is that holds us, whatever maybe that childhood, or maybe it wasn't even childhood, maybe it was teenage or in your early adulthood, whatever it is. If there is a thought that is not true, take hold of that, and then figure out where you want to be in 3 to 5 years. And then we see the gap. There's a gap there. And we want to work on that gap. We want to remove that gap. So that's where taking that thought that is not beneficial to you, and you take it captive and you put some thought around it. Do I like it? Is it helpful? And again, is it even true? So go ahead and do that. And I want you to come back. Once you have identified your resistance, you know where you want to be. I've seen people with really strong incomes and live in a place of lack and scarcity and fear. And yet I've seen other people who don't have big incomes, and they have more freedom and peace around their money. So it's not always about your income. And that's really what I wanted you to get clear on today. And so if there's something that I can do to help you, I want you to reach out and meet with me. And I hope that brought some help and some clearness to where you are, where you want to be, and what that gap may be that is holding you strong. Yeah, not enough. Not enough is such a big one that I see over and over again. And you want to break that cycle, and I want to help you break that cycle. So yes, thank you. Release those thoughts and those fears. And if you can put them in the comments, that is beautiful. But get them out of your head, because they don't belong there. Okay? So that is really what I would offer you today. And I hope it was helpful. Tiffany, what do you think?
I think it's time to tell them about your gifts.
Well, one I've already alluded to over and over again. I'd love to meet with you. I would love to meet with you. We could talk about those childhood wirings that it wasn't enough, right? And then you're saving for something big. I want to help you. I want to help you reach that goal. So you call me, we will chat for 30 minutes. I give you 30 minutes complimentary just because you're on this show, just because you follow Tiffany. I will do that for you. And so I would love for you to take advantage of that. I'd love to meet you. And I also have, I'm going to try to hold up, I have a little workbook that I give you where you can do your own coaching assignment. You can go through that. It's a download for you. And that is also the gift. And it'll walk you through an exercise that will help you become aware and clear of where you want to go and what is preventing you from doing that and propel you forward. So those are my gifts to your audience today.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Let's give some love and gratitude to Catalina.
Thank you.
All right. So pick up her workbook, and all those gifts are at soulfulandmagnetic.com. Soulfulandmagnetic.com. And then there's also my WhatsApp group. You can, put your phone up to the QR code or click and get the link there. Because I've got an active community. That one is like my public community. And then I have my private one for my embodiment program for conscious creation, love, and empowerment. That's my group program, which is like my inner circle. I get to mentor and share wisdom. Like right now, we're working on boundaries, having healthy, energetic boundaries. And we're literally doing that every week for 3 months. I do deep dives on topics, so that we can go as deep as needed for you to be aligned and congruent. Because if you have a goal, and even if you're 98% congruent, which is good, but that last 2% can be sabotaging. Ooh, look at that. I get balloons. That last 2% can be very, very sabotaging. So I want us to get our conscious and subconscious minds aligned for even more success with whatever area of life that you want to focus on. So again, pull out pen and paper, because I want to go through a kinesthetic exercise with you called the Summit Balance. So you're going to need your arms and your feet, because we're going to physically move our bodies for this. And it's kind of like, with this neuroscience, which is really fun for me. Like, I love brain stuff. And after I go through this, then there's going to be more neuroscience with our next speaker. So we're going to just kind of get your brain prepped. So write down a short, simple, positive, present tense statement that is something that you want to create in your life or own or be empowered with. Like, I love my life. Or I'm easily starting my new job. Or I feel loved, seen, and heard in my marriage. Or my body is healthy and full of vitality. Like, pick something like that. Write it down. You can also put it in the comments. And I'll muscle test it for you and see if that's a good one. Give me a thumbs up in the chat or number 1 if you're ready for the technique now. Okay. I think we're good to go. So it's a little bit tricky with this microphone right in my face for what we got to do, but I need you to hear me. So let me try it like this. Put your arms in a cross like this, about 6 inches from your face, and you're going to make an X with your eyes. So you're going to start with right fist down to right elbow, left fist down to left elbow, and you're going to make this X with your eyes at least 10 times or more. Pull in your arms, keep them crossed. Close your eyes. Take a few slow, deep breaths. Good. Now keep your arms crossed and eyes closed, but now cross your ankles. Take a few more slow, deep breaths. When you're ready, uncross your arms, uncross your legs. Set your hands face up on your thighs, eyes closed, palms up. Continue deep breathing. When you're ready, imagine what looks different in your life when you've accomplished this goal. So, for example, with Carmen's goal of money flows to and through me easily, what looks different when money's flowing to you? Name 3 things. Think about 3 things that will look different when you've accomplished this goal. Good. Next, think about a positive thing someone who knows you and loves you would say to you when you've accomplished this goal. Really try to hear it in their voice. Good. Next, think about a positive thing you will say to yourself when you've accomplished this goal. Really try to hear it in your own voice. Excellent. Now think about how you'll feel, the F word, feel, when these visualizations come true. Really get into the feeling of it. And try to feel that feeling throughout your whole body. Okay. Now, when you're ready, put your arms out in front of you like this. Okay, I'm going to guide you. Put your left pinky on top of your right pinky, and you're going to swipe it up to your heart. And then you're going to switch arms. Right pinky on top of left pinky. And you're basically going to do this motion with your hands. You're going to close your eyes and you're going to mentally, silently think of your goal statement in your mind over and over. Good. This is going to open up the right and left sides of your brain. Good. Now, put your right hand on your navel and you're going to swipe it up to your heart. Then put your right hand on your navel and swipe it up. So you're doing this navel to heart, swipe it up. Okay. Alternating your hands. Now continue mentally, silently, repeating your goal statement with your eyes closed. Good. Next, interlace your fingers and rest your hands on your lap. With fingers interlaced, keep mentally, silently repeating that same goal statement. Good. When you're ready, you can uncross your hands, open your eyes, and take a sip of water. When you do this type of work, it creates new neural pathways in your brain, which can heat up your brain and also cause some dehydration. So we want to, drink lots of water. And it also helps to reset your electrical system as well. So that when I go to muscle test, it's more accurate. Okay, so let me test now for the group. So before your goals were weak, not strong, and now they test strong. So high 10. Good job. Yay. I got to create some sparkle. Okay. Now, with these strong goals, I want you to now write down what would be an action statement that you could, or not an action statement, but an action that you can take to anchor in your goal statement even deeper. Something that you're going to do within the next day or two. Okay. Short, easy, simple. Go ahead and write it down. If it's money related, it's doing something that's going to boost your abundance, right? So a money generating activity of some sort. If it's health related, maybe it's going to the gym or going on a walk or setting your alarm to fall asleep earlier at night. Something like that. Okay. Good. And if you want to put your action in the comments so I can check it, you are very welcome to do so. Good. Go on my next job opportunity. Yeah. By when? Add like what you're going to physically do and by when. so that it's concrete. Make sense? Okay. Good job. Give yourself a little pat on the back. Yay! I'm making new neural pathways. I'm transforming. I'm upgrading. I'm allowing for change, positive change, and growth. Hi, 10. Good job. Notice how it's quieter. Like mentally, it's just kind of quieter, more peaceful, softer, even. What if you could embody this level of clarity and quietness and peacefulness throughout your whole day? You can bring this peacefulness into every activity, even if you have to like do something quickly. Do you remember like those martial arts movies where like you've got this guy doing this really fast karate chops with and kicks, but internally he's just like so still and peaceful, but externally, he's like making all these movements. Think of it like that. Like you can be super productive and internally quiet because you can hear the divine in that quietude. You can feel the palpable, visceral presence of God when you're in that stillness. God's presence is in the stillness. Yes. Okay, and I'm looking at some action statements in the chat. So Carmen, she's going to have her first acting assignment tomorrow. Good job. And then we're going to make a video to launch by tomorrow. Good job. Excellent. Okay. So we want to get really tangible, granular on that, actionable, right? And then follow through with the actions. So text me if you've got my cell phone number or put it in the WhatsApp group, right? Because you all have access to the WhatsApp group when you've RSVP'd at soulfulandmagnetic.com, and share your wins, share your progress, share your prayer requests. I create a really loving, safe, beautiful, conscious community. So come hang out with me and my incredible peeps because we got each other's back. Okay? All right. Well, I want to show you one more thing. I'm going to add it to the screen here because it's pretty cool. Remember how I told you that there's a lot of wonderful movers and shakers in this film? I want to play it for you. Let's make sure that you can.
Through every age and every civilization, 5 pillars have carried us forward: health, relationships, money, mental wellness,
Where are you?
spirituality. For the first time, the voices that have shaped how millions of people think about greatness. They share what they have never said on camera. Ancient wisdom, modern breakthroughs. And together, they form the living pattern that leads us home to who we truly are. These are the pillars of power.
Did you see my name was on the bottom? I'm one of the producers. I'm a creative producer in the Pillars of Power movie and also in Rise of the Lioness. So it's pretty fun and exciting. Oh, I didn't mean to play it again. Okay, so with all of this fun, how can you bring it into your real life? Yes, there can be stressors and job stress, family stress, health challenges that can cause turbulence. But what if you didn't allow for that? What if you said, no, I'm not available for that. I'm going to keep that inner peace, stillness, and quiet that I've been feeling while receiving all this healing from Tiffany and our guests. And I want to keep that flow going. Right? So set that intention. Like, this is what you are allowing and disallowing. That's part of your boundaries. You're saying, I'm a yes to blessings. I'm a yes to joy. I'm a yes to love. I'm a yes to ka-ching. And I'm a no. A no, thank you for stress. I'm a no to drama. I'm a no to victimhood. No. And you disallow it. You know, it's like cutting the cords to those negative people and negative environments and cutting the cords to the past so that it's no longer weighing on you. What if that was what you chose? Couldn't that be empowering for you? Yeah. Excellent. I see one of my new speakers is here. Hey, Maury.
Hello, Tiffany. Nice to see you.
All right, let me bring you in. It's a little dark. Do you have,
I
or
can try something. Just give me half a sec.
or it could be your hat too. Okay. So while he's working on that, I want you to open up that possibility of having this piece plus healthy boundaries and creating the most magical, magnificent, extraordinary, beautiful life that you have been wanting, needing, craving, yearning for, because it's 100% available to you. Yeah. What is with God, anything is possible. Anything and everything is possible. Yeah. Hey, there you go. Hi,
Is that
Maury.
better?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can all see my full head of hair. I hope it's not reflected.
Awesome.
Great.
So, welcome Maury to the show. He's the creator of the Maury method. And, you know, he brings in like brainwave, neuroscience, brain research. He does this whole brain entrainment process with people. And I'm really excited and looking forward to the visual and auditory stuff that he has created for you. So, Maury, talk to us about the Maury method.
So here's the thing. I spent the first 40 odd years of my life wanting to be dead.
Oh
And I
boy.
was, yeah, I was looking all over the place for something to help me, and I couldn't find anything. So what I did was I had to create something. And I found this thing called brainwave entrainment. I mean, I didn't invent it. I wish I could tell you I did. It existed. It should have helped me, but it didn't. So I reinvented it, kind of like reinventing the wheel. And when I did that, I started feeling so much better for the
Mm-hmm.
first time. And what it
Nice.
is, yeah, it's basically pulse sounds and sometimes images that also flicker. And they work to alter your brainwave activity. Believe it or not, when you see something, when you experience something, I came on this call, I was excited, I was nervous. Those feelings I experienced because of my brain producing chemistry that allowed me to feel this way. So that is what was responsible for making me be depressed and wanting to be dead all the time. By listening to these recordings, literally putting them on, I can even sleep while I'm listening. It altered my brainwaves enough that I had different perception. I saw the world differently. And believe me, after 40 years of living in what I defined as hell, to
Mm-hmm.
be able to experience something different, that was nothing short of miraculous.
Mm. And when you talk about the chemicals and stuff in our brain, I know we have like happy chemicals and sad chemicals and all of that. Tell us about the happy ones. Like, what are the good ones? What do we
So
want to like bring
they're
in
all
more
good.
of?
Really, they're all good. But the popular ones that people would know about would be things like endorphins and dopamine, as an example.
Hmm.
And depending on the region of the brain, your brain is made up of billions of neurons. So depending on the region of the brain, like the area, the part of the brain, and the frequency, so how many times that switch is being flicked on and off. So your neurons pulse, but they pulse more like a light switch turning on and off than they don't pulse like a heart pulses. And depending on the region, like I was saying, and trying to get out, I'll get it out eventually, that dictates the kind of chemistry that
Hmm.
it produces. So we can help to influence the release of certain neurochemistry that allows us to see the world differently, be more creative, be happier, be more energetic. It's
Hmm.
really impressive when we start examining the brain and the mind. I look at it as the CPU of your life. If it doesn't pass through here, you don't see it or experience it out here.
Uh-huh. I noticed that a lot of my clients have fear, stress, and worry. And I'm looking and I can see like a medical intuitive and clairvoyantly, and I'm looking at their amygdala and it's just like so overstimulated. And there's all this cortisol and adrenaline that's just flowing, flooding their body, and then it's affecting their nervous system to be hypervigilant, and it's affecting their muscles, and there's like all this tension, in their neck and their shoulders and their low back.
Yeah.
Will doing the brain entrainment help to counter that?
It's designed to help with things like this. Keep in mind that I can't make medical claims, but it's
Right.
interesting what you said about the amygdala because there's evidence that shows that if people who know nothing about meditation meditate regularly for like 10, 20 minutes a day for a couple of weeks, that shows a difference in the amygdala. It actually shrinks in its influence and its size. Now, when you
Mhm.
use brainwave entrainment, that's like meditation on steroids because there's no judgment, there's nothing to do. You can literally be asleep while you're experiencing it. So you can put two and two together and say, well, if meditation does this, what would meditation on steroids do? This morning, I
Mhm.
woke up to some very scary news.
Oh, no.
So it was nothing medically dangerous, but it was just someone that I was communicating with that got triggered by something I said or something I did. I don't even know. And they were just rampaging at my psyche. And I felt ill and I felt upset and I felt, just out of phase. 10 minutes later, I was running a session. That's what I call it when I listen to my brainwave entrainment. And even if I was thinking about this person and what they were doing, I wasn't upset anymore. I felt more
Mm,
balanced, more serene, more calm. It's truly amazing the power of your mind.
incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah. We're so lucky that we have technology now that can help from a scientific perspective. And also, the science is backing what our spiritual woo woo, you know, training has been guiding us for decades. But
Tiffany,
science is caught up with it now to give proof and validation.
woo woo is science that hasn't been explained yet. That's all it is. But
Ah,
people, woo woo is a
music to
term.
my ears.
Yeah, well, it's also a fact as far as I'm concerned. People
Mm,
don't realize it, but when they're afraid of something, they tend to try to discredit it rather than understand it.
mhm.
You're not trying to discredit it. You have these experiences with helping other people, with helping yourself, with just you living your everyday life. It's not magic, it's science. Everything is science.
Mm.
Just
I
because we
love
can't
it.
explain it is no reason to poo poo it.
Right. And I know that you have an experience that you've created specifically to help everyone watching. Now, give us a setup because we need to not be driving or operating heavy
That's
machinery.
true.
It's ideal to have the over the ear headset, like the
Yes.
big bulky kind.
Or bone
Um,
conduction. If you have bone conduction headphones, those work really well also.
okay. Or even earbuds if that's all you got, right? Some
Yeah,
sort of.
better than nothing, but they're not very good for this.
Mhm. Because there's going to be frequencies that are going to affect your right and your left brain. So when you can hear it properly, it can be more efficient. Like,
Yeah.
I have a Rasha machine and, it's always the wear the over the here headset while these frequencies are going because it's going to affect your brain differently than just playing it openly.
Exactly.
I mean, it helps. It still helps,
Sure. But
but
even just
the
watching it will
best.
be enough. This is an
Right.
audio visual experience. Even just watching it without sound is fine. You
Mm,
won't get the full experience, but you should still pretty much get the purpose.
yeah. So, what is the theme for what you created?
I want you to be happy. I want everyone to smile. I want everyone to
Yay!
get. When you smile, you activate muscles, you activate neurons. You get chemistry released. The
Mhm,
whole world should be happy. Happy feels good for a reason. Sad feels good for or feels bad for a reason. Happiness
mhm.
tells you you're doing and thinking the right thing. Sad is just as valuable. It's telling you you're thinking and or doing the wrong thing. Pay attention to these feelings and you'll live a much better life as far as I'm concerned.
And can you also share any other like disclaimers or things we should know about before
Sure.
this starts playing visually? Because I know there's lots of
Yeah.
um, fast pictures.
Sure. If you're photoepileptic, in other words, if you get nauseated by blinking lights or flashing lights, you may want to think twice about watching this or at least lower the brightness on your device. There are pulse tones as well. So if you're going to listen with headphones, a conversational volume is the way to go. And the other thing is, this is designed to make you smile and make you happy. But if you do start feeling a little uncomfortable, there's probably some buried issue that you haven't resolved yet that you need to speak with Tiffany about because she can help you with that. And if that's the case, just lower the volume even further because it's kind of like a gas pedal volume. And we don't
Hmm.
want to race through the road. We want to go slow enough that we can look at all the beautiful scenery.
Thank you. Okay. So, in a moment here, I'm going to start this video. It's 3 minutes. Again, if you've got the over the ear kinds of bulky phones, wear those, or at least earbuds of some sort for better results. And then I'm going to like Maury and I will be off the screen. So all you have is just these happy images and sounds. So the sounds are going to be frequencies. It might kind of sound like white noise or something, but there's actual healing frequencies infused into it. Okay. All right. I think we had enough of a setup. What do you think?
I think we're good. While we're gone, though, my PC's running out of power, so I'm going to take advantage of those 3 minutes to go get my power bottle.
Okay, go get your cord. All
Yeah.
right. So here we go. Here's the video. Okay, so as you can see, when we have the bulky over the headset, over the ears headset, it makes an even bigger difference and impact. What did you guys notice? Put it in the chat. For me, I could feel my brain like pulsing, and I could feel the chemicals, like the good ones, um, emitting. Like I could feel the happy frequencies and the happy brain chemicals being emitted and flowing through my body. I could feel my neuromusculoskeletal system relaxing. I could feel Like the size of my brain, like if when I scan my brain, the aura of my brain is much bigger and stronger and more balanced right and left side before and after that little 3-minute video. What else did you guys notice? Would love to hear from you. And also for a check-in as well. And Maury, I know you have some gifts for us. Can you tell us about your free gifts? The free one and the VIP one?
Sure. So the free gifts are this happiness Vi. Vi stands for visual image entrainment. That's there to help you change your mood at a moment's notice. But also there's a audio only recording called Digital Coffee. And Digital Coffee is about a 15-minute recording that's designed to give you the effects of coffee without the crash afterwards. It gives you a kind of a feel of relaxed energy. And it's a different frequency than what you just experienced in the visual image entrainment. But all the different frequencies have different purposes. So the idea behind coffee is, and what a lot of people do when they get this recording, is they find themselves doing things they've been putting off for months, usually to do with cleaning for some reason. I don't know why, but most people comment about cleaning their basement or cleaning their attic. The free gift is actually 30 days of access through our app, Mind Trainer Pro, to access a full system at no cost for a full 30 days. And what will happen is you're going to get a code from Tiffany. And when you put that code in, it will zero out your purchase for the 30 days.
Nice.
There's
Yes.
16, by the way, one quick thing. There's 16 different systems there right now for you to choose from. So you can choose from.
Oh, I gave them the self-awareness or personal development one.
Self-mastery. That's the one I would have suggested. Yeah, actually, you know what? Rather than you having to decide for yourself, self-mastery is an all-encompassing system. And don't get overwhelmed by all the recordings. Just read what they're about and use your intuition and your self-guidance to pick which recordings to listen to.
Thank you. So there's a coupon code for that because that's a VIP gift. So there's a coupon code on the VIP page that you'd enter when you pick up this gift because it's really cool. I love brain stuff. Like, I love it. I make it. I listen to it. I watch it. I love it. Well, thank you very, very, very much, Maury.
Been an absolute pleasure to be here, and thank you for the opportunity to share my work.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay, so wasn't that incredible? I don't know about you, but my brain is like, woo, I am happy. I'm doing a happy dance. I'm doing a happy dance. Like the kind of positive energy that has you feel on top of the world, like you could just accomplish anything. It's like this confidence, this boldness, this incredible energy that's positive and uplifting. And like you said, without that like caffeine drop at the end. Yeah. Okay, so we are getting ready here to bring on our next speaker. Yay! Tanya, welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yes, Tanya, she blends what she calls the yin and yang of women's relationship with money. Ka-ching! The yin, emotional, spiritual side, basically your stories, your beliefs, your experiences. And the yang, that's the practical nuts and bolts of financial education on how money works. So, identifying necessary wealth transfers and key risk areas when women face more so than men face. Okay. She's a best-selling author. She's going to be guiding us today with the meditation. And, you know, this is going to bring forward some more positive shifts with the focus of a new money paradigm shift and belief for you. Yeah. So you ready for more? We're like 2/3 of the way through, today's show. She's our last speaker, and then we're going to come together and do some group blessings for you after that. Okay. So make space for more. All right. So, Tanya, tell me a bit about your money journey and what led you to this work.
Yeah, thank you, Tiffany. It certainly was not with intention, me being in this space. And sometimes life has a way of directing us in a particular area that we never, ever, ever, ever imagined that we would be in. Because in my background, I grew up in a single parent home. My mom was raising four of us kids on her own. And to say life was challenging is an understatement. After my parents' divorce, she, obviously had to go to work and was barely making above minimum wage supporting four kids. So my many stories, there are many, many of them. And it's a lot that I had to work through over time. And honestly, it wasn't until later in life, after I started a family and my son had medical issues, that I took myself out of the corporate world, which I never ever thought that I would leave. And, sometimes we have to make those hard choice decisions as women. And so that's, again, one of the key risk areas that women face is that we're typically the caretakers of small children and elderly parents. But that led me to this journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are the most common blocks that get in the way of abundance mindset?
Yeah, oftentimes it does originate from our early childhood. I believe that a lot of these stories get passed on from generation to generation to generation and can actually physically impact into the cellular structures of our bodies. And it is something to be more focused on. So that's where it begins, but that certainly isn't where it ends. Then we have life that happens. We have the social structures that we operate within. There's the media. There's so many influences in terms of what we see and experience in our relationship with money, and not just money, our whole vision of success as well also plays into that, which definitely money is tied to.
Excellent. And when you help people, I noticed you said like the yin and the yang, right? So there's like our beliefs and our stories, and then like what are the strategies that you're using?
Yeah.
How fast can somebody have these breakthroughs and make these big shifts?
Yeah, I mean, it just really, honestly, it just really depends in terms of how quickly somebody can go through. But in terms of being able to begin, first identifying is the first step. And that can happen, of course, immediately with just prompts and being able to say, okay, yeah, I understand that this is what's coming up for me. And starting with journaling, and there's releasing through meditations as well. So that's really the first step. And then more of an opening can occur. And depending on somebody's situation, that can just take a little bit of time. The financial education piece also is a key part of it. A lot of people focus just on mindset, which is great, but there's a whole other side. And then in the financial world, because I am a financial advisor as well, in the financial world, most advisors just focus on, okay, here's what you need to do to reach your goals of X, Y, and Z, but they don't really touch on this emotional, spiritual side. And I believe it's really a blending of both areas.
Mm-hmm. Is one more important than the other?
I think they're equally important, honestly. Yeah.
That was kind of a trick question because in my world, you got to do the inner work and the outer work to have the biggest impact and up leveling.
Definitely.
Yes. So I would love to experience your guided meditation. And if the music sounds right with the voice, I'll keep it on. And if it doesn't, then I'll take it off. Okay. So let's try that.
Okay, awesome. All right, so I would like to invite everyone who is here with us live, the replay, to just gently soften your gaze. And now close your eyes. And as you do so, take a long, slow breath in through your nose. Hold it gently and release. Again, breathing in deeply and exhaling completely. One more breath in, slow, full, present. And now allow yourself to arrive here completely. Feel the surface beneath you, supporting you effortlessly. And feel the quiet rhythm of your breath, moving in and out like waves upon a shore. And as you continue breathing slowly, allow your entire body begin to release the weight of what it has been carrying. Now imagine yourself standing at the edge of a beautiful still lake before sunrise. The air is calm, the water is smooth, and the world around you is just quiet. In your hands, you're carrying stones. The stones of pressure, expectation, disappointment, the weight of old stories. Stories that told you you had to struggle to be worthy. And just feel the heaviness of those stones in your hands. And now, slowly, gently, place the first stone into the water. Watch the ripples move outward across the lake. Another stone, and another. And with every release, your body becomes lighter. Your chest softens, your breathing deepens, and your nervous system begins to settle. And now notice something beautiful. The moment your hands become empty, they become open. In the distance, the first golden rays of sunshine begin to appear across the horizon. Warm, soft, alive. And with every breath, that golden light begins moving through your body, into your heart, and into every place within you that has felt tired or guarded. Feel it warming the places that you forgot about. The light carries no pressure, no urgency, no expectations, only peace, only truth. Take another slow breath in and feel your body beginning to remember something deeper. Life moves through you. Abundance is already present in breath, in connection, in love, in creativity, in possibilities already unfolding. Feel yourself opening now. Imagine your heart becoming magnetic through peace. See yourself moving through life with greater trust, making decisions from clarity. And now, standing before you is the future version of you. Notice the light in their eyes. Notice the calm certainty in their presence. Your future self already knows the path ahead. They have moved through the uncertainty, through the fear, and they have returned now with a message meant only for you. Feel the warmth of their presence. Now they place a hand gently over your heart, and in this moment, everything becomes still. There is only you and the future version of you who already knows what is possible for your life. Now listen. Receive their message. Let the words settle deeply into your heart. Feel the truth of them moving through your entire being. Your future self now places something into your hands. A remembrance. A deep knowing. And as you receive it, feel something within you awakening. A deeper trust. A deeper openness. A deeper belief that life is already moving in your favor in ways you cannot yet fully see. Now your future self begins to step back slowly. But before they go, they leave you with one final reminder. The life you are longing for is not as far away as you once believed. It begins the moment you open yourself to fully receive it. Take one final deep breath in and slowly exhale. Begin returning gently to the room, feeling lighter, more open. Begin to wiggle your fingers, your toes, and when you're ready, open your eyes.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You have a lovely calming voice, and it was a wonderful guided visualization, meditation. Yeah. Even Maury private chatted me. She's got a great voice. So, those who are watching live, put in the comment how you feel after Tanya's incredible meditation. Any messages that you got, anything that you noticed, put it in there. Let us hear from you. And meanwhile, Tanya, tell us about your gifts. You have a free gift and you have a VIP gift.
I do, yes. The free gift is a workbook called Embracing Financial Well-Being Through Forgiveness and Gratitude. Oftentimes, we can hold a lot of angst and anxiety, and sometimes the hardest person to forgive is ourselves. So it walks through various exercises of releasing past many experiences, all the way to setting goals, creating an action plan that's aligned with who you are. So that is the free gift that all participants have access to. And then the VIP gift is a bundle gift called a New Money Paradigm Bundle. And there's three parts to it. One is a different guided meditation that I invite people to enter into. And I do have an email series for actually both gifts. There's also a video presentation introducing a new money paradigm, a new way of seeing money and finances that will open up new perspectives. And then there's also a workbook that's a companion that goes even deeper for your journey.
Wonderful. So, new money paradigm bundle, meaning multiple goodies, and then embracing financial well being. Those sound really scrumptious. I like feel the energy. I have all the clairs, the clairvoyant to see, the clairaudience to hear, the claircognizance to know, the clairsentience to feel. I also have the clairs that like smell energy, which can be good and not so good, and the clairs to taste energy. And there's something just rather delicious smelling and tasting about your gifts. So I just thought I'd share that. Yeah.
That's so beautiful because I don't know if I have all of those clairs. Well, I don't think I do. So tuning into yours, I'm totally receiving that. So thank you so much.
A lot of people who are in my, inner circle in my world, they tend to become more intuitive, and those clairs naturally get just easier to access.
Love that.
Especially when they're open and receptive. That's part of it, right? You need to be open and receptive because then blessings can pour in 24/7. And I highly recommend that we open ourselves up to Tanya's blessings and gifts that she's going to be giving you through her gifts. And in a moment here, I'm going to invite other speakers to come onto the screen so we can do a group blessing. So just as a little heads up for our green room over here, come back onto your camera. And what I want to encourage people to do is get those gifts. I'm going to bring Tanya, I'll bring you back in just a moment here. but I want people to see what's possible. When you RSVP at soulfulandmagnetic.com, you get access to all the gifts. I give you my e-guide for why do some people make money and others don't. I also have an empath quiz so you can like discover like your flavor of empathy and how to best support you with that. I also have a VIP gift that's 7 hours of content called Insight, and you'll discover the 9 blocks to your success, love, health, and spirituality. So if you are interested in getting all of the VIP gifts plus joining us for a group Zoom together with the speakers this Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 Eastern, then pick up the Zoom or pick up the VIP so you can join us on Zoom and really interact and engage with the speakers from today and tomorrow, okay? And then you'll get access to all the gifts. So, like Anne and Antonia and Greg, they'll be on tomorrow. You already heard from Catalina today. Dr. Cynthia's tomorrow. You heard from Jeremy first thing this morning. We got to do a visual entrainment with Maury. And tomorrow will be Sherry. Today we'd had Tanya, and then I even gave bonus gifts with the other speakers from when I did this quarterly special in Q1. Okay, so you get lots and lots of free stuff. And then you can also join my WhatsApp community. So there's a way to stay engaged above and beyond just today and tomorrow. Because I like to build community. I like to support and nurture people and do deep dives. I'm not one of those like one-off healers that, has like one session and then we're done. I like to do the deep work. Okay. And this is one way that we can. Yeah, everyone take a deep breath because we need to integrate what we've been receiving throughout the day. Right? And then, in a minute, we'll have Maury and Catalina come back on. So we can do a group blessing. And we'll bring Tanya back too. Also drink some water because, again, we're creating all these new neural pathways for you. I had this water bottle made specifically when I had an in-person retreat. And it has one of my favorite quotes, speak and live from your heart. Right? When we speak and live from our heart space, it's just beautiful. So let's step into that heart space even more. Breathing into your heart.
My heart space is glowing and expanding. My heart space is glowing and expanding. My heart space is glowing and expanding. Glow, 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 glow. My heart is opening and expanding. My heart space.
Let your heart open.
And expanding. My heart space is glowing and expanding. My heart space is glowing and expanding. Glow, glow, glow,
Glow, glow, my heart is opening and expanding.
My heart space is glowing.
Good. Good job. I like feel good moments, and this is one of those feel good moments, right? Okay. Well, I'm not sure if it's due to tech difficulties or not, but I don't see Catalina and Maury able to come back onto camera, but I will bring. Oh, okay. We've got some folks here. Catalina, are you here too? Because I still want to do a little group blessing and bring in some, blessings for humanity. All right. So the way I'm going to facilitate this today is through an audio that I made called The Great Invocation using AI. Now, The Great Invocation is an it was channeled through Holy Master Dwal Kul through Alice Bailey. And when you bring in these blessings and then share them out into the world, it's just so beautiful. So the way I'd like you to do it is imagine the earth in front of you like a small ball, and we're going to bless it. We're going to bless the earth with this song, okay, flowing through us. Is that cool? All right, here we go. Let me actually turn on the volume.
From the point of light within the mind of God, let light stream forth into the minds of men. Let light descend on earth. From the point of love within the heart of God, let love stream forth into the hearts of men. May Christ and the great ones return to earth. From the center where the will of God is known, let purpose guide the little wills of men, the purpose which the holy masters know and serve. From the center which we call the race of men, let the plan of love and light work out, and may it seal the door where evil dwells. Let light and love and power store the plan on earth. So be
Beautiful. So let's continue on with the blessings, and can be a wish, it can be an intention. You could put it in the comments. I'm going to invite Tanya and Maury to chime in if there's something that they want to add as well. You can just unmute yourselves and speak. Thank you, God, for blessing every person, every being with inner peace, inner strength and resolve, resiliency. Bless them with wisdom, with caring, compassion, with empathy, with goodness and the will to do good. Bless them with health, energy, and vitality, miraculous instantaneous healing, blessings of prosperity and abundance. Thank you, God, for guiding our thoughts, our words, and deeds. May we be in perfect attunement with you. Thank you, God, for all the wisdom and the guidance and the intuition and the discernment about how to listen and what is accurate, and the confidence and willingness to take that divinely guided action. Thank you for empowering us to be the best divine instruments we can possibly be and spread goodness in the world. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I pass to whoever would like to go next.
I would like to bring in all of what Tiffany just shared and also implant that know that your generous heart and financial abundance are not in conflict. They were always meant to walk together. May you be resourced beyond what you can imagine so that your impact reaches further than you've ever dreamed.
Thank you. Anything to add, Maury? Think you're trying to get to the mute or unmute. And Carmen says she loves that, loves the peace. Let it fill the earth and guide us.
Sorry. Sorry, I was trying to hook up the microphone, which I unhooked. So all I want to do is say that everybody should be happy, because happiness is a choice. And if you choose to be happy, you'll see things that'll help make you happy. And remember that you never give your energy or your power away to anyone, but if you think you do, you stop using it. So just understand you have all the power, all the ability you need. You always have, you always will. That's it. Thank you.
And Maury, what was that saying that you like? Give me the words again. It was like woo is just something that science hasn't discovered yet. Was
Very
that what you?
Woo-woo is nothing more than science that hasn't been explained.
I love it. I love it. Put that
Use
quote.
it. You can use it as your own. Enjoy.
Oh, you granted me that quote because that is awesome. I will totally be adopting that.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I love it as well.
Thank you. Thank you both. Appreciate you. All right. So, in our final 5 to 10 minutes here, what were your favorite parts? What are you taking away with you? What do you want to claim? Right? Let's bring that essence, that energy into your physical reality. So put in the comments, what were your favorite ahas? How do you feel now? Where do you want to empower yourself going forward? Because, empowerment is a conscious decision. Our family and life upbringings give us a lot of experiences, and it may be a mixed bag of happy, sad, positive, negative, but you can choose to transmute the past, let go of the past, and empower yourself moment by moment by moment, even during challenging times. And I may seem joyful in this moment, and today I really am, but I'm also human, and I've gone through many dark nights of the soul moments and my own challenges and ups and downs. Yet with God's power and blessings, like, I'm adopting that divine, unshakable will to just persevere and to learn and grow. And I ask to do it with mercy, grace, and ease as much as possible, right? So it's a little gentler, a little softer, right? You can, because we are going to grow. There is some karma to work out. There are some lessons to learn. And what if you claimed mercy, grace, and ease? Then that karma stick that was like a 2x4 whacking you on the head, maybe it's like a love tap, a little gentle one. Deet, deet, deet. Wake up, little soul. Come on. You can do better. I believe in you, right? We have such magic in us. You know, when you look into the eyes of a child and their eyes are just like beaming with possibilities and hope and wonder, you have that. You have that. You might have kind of forgotten about it, or it might have gotten displaced for a little while. So reclaim it. Reclaim that. Bring that essence, that fun, that play, that joy, that magic and wonder into your everyday life. And especially in moments when it feels a little harder. Okay, let's read a comment here. Taking away the energy of love and happiness, knowing that my soul and heart are working together to bring the abundance I so deserve. Yeah. You deserve it. You deserve it. I'm going to say that again. You deserve it. And a reminder to do it with ease. Absolutely. I ask God in my daily prayers, mercy, grace, and ease, please. Mercy, grace, and ease. And when you identify as your spiritual nature, your soul self, versus, our ego self that often has like fear and stress and, other lower nature energies infused in it. When you're identified as the soul and you let those soul energies and blessings flow through you on a moment by moment basis, anything is possible. The universe has got your back. The universe has got your back. You are supported. You are safe. You are loved more than you could ever know. And being able to bring that fearlessness into it and that faith and trust that the universe always provides, right? Bring it in. The universe always provides. The universe always provides.
The universe universe always provides. The universe always has and always will.
Yep.
Will.
The universe always provides. The universe always provides.
The universe always provides. The universe always has and always. The universe always provides. The universe always provides. The universe always provides. The universe always has and always will.
Yeah, anchor that in to your beingness. Know it. Own it. Claim it.
Always provides. The universe always provides. The universe always provides. The universe always has and
Always will.
always provides.
Good. I'm seeing it physicalize. Keep going.
The universe always has and
Good.
always has and always will.
Good. Oh. I'm seeing magic manifest. Those little like sparkles and twinkles and blessings like going into your cells and physicalizing. It's like little golden speckles of love, right? The universe always provides, always has, and always will. All right. Thank you so much for choosing yourself first and your empowerment and your healing and your openness and receptivity throughout today. Come back tomorrow, 9 a.m. to 12 noon Pacific or noon to 3 Eastern time, because I have different speakers tomorrow, different guest healers that are going to be providing even more exquisite experiences for you. I'm also going to do some healing and help around healthy energetic boundaries for you. And I'm going to do some quantum empowerment technique for you. So we've got some wonderful things in store. New and different and enhancing and deepening. Much love and blessings. Thank you. Oh, wait, we have one more comment. Carmen says, I carry with me the peace, grounding golden river that flows through me. I claim all that my soul will guide me to and allow abundance to flow to and through me. So be it. Yes, so be it. All right. Much love and blessings. See you tomorrow.